welcome to our second edition of Streaming Chunks, where we discuss the latest news, trends, and developments in the video streaming industry. I'm your host, Ivan.
And I'm Domagoj, joining you today as a co-host.
Great to have you, Domagoj.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Okay, well, let's begin. 2023 is well underway, so today we're going to discuss what should video streaming operators and solution providers consider when it comes to OTT technology in 2023. Let's start with some general thoughts. First, I would like to say that technology with purpose is useless. When it comes to video and streaming technology, it's important to understand the purpose behind it all, the entertainment. Would you agree, Domagoj?
Definitely. And with that in mind, it is crucial to be aware of the key success indicators for these technologies and services, as the end user expectations are very high. Major social networks have placed a big emphasis on video, and it has become a core part of the user experience.
Right, and it raises important questions and challenges, like how to engage the user, simplify interaction, track user behavior, keep their attention span, or provide a native experience. And obviously, the most important, how to improve business models.
Absolutely. Over-the-top and IPTV video are umbrella technologies that allow end users to consume video content using the benefits of the internet availability and mobility. Maybe to simplify, IPTV services are more complex and they rely on content distribution over private operator-controlled networks, while OTT, on the other side, relies on public internet infrastructure and requires a high level of technical flexibility and control.
I agree. OTT does offer simplicity, a shorter time to market, and allows for more focus on innovation. The trends show that the global online video service offering is continuously growing, with end users having the choice between major OTT services and local OTT counterparts.
The video entertainment industry is becoming more complex than ever, and while the content is still the main differentiator among OTT and IPTV services, I would say that user experience is becoming increasingly important. The thing is, end user expect a certain level of simplicity, consistency, content discoverability, and of course mobility.
Exactly, and that's why we see the user interface across media devices and the need for them to be simple, unified, visually attractive, and offer a surprise and distinctive features to engage those subscribers to stay with the service.
Yeah.
I mean, today operators can pretty much choose to either launch OTC service with standardized UI or build their own custom-tailored user interface.
That's a great point. I would point out that the content is still the main differentiator, as mentioned, among OTT IPTV services. And to be successful, operators, on the one hand, need to offer unique content that will engage users to subscribe and stay on the service. This is a very important thing. Also, to keep user happy, operators should offer content that is carefully selected and of course regularly refreshed, and track content success indicators using content consumption analytics. So it's very important to find what is the best content for their audience.
You are correct. Recent market trends show that users are more focused on the content offerings and the overall user experience. And although global operator brands like Netflix and Disney Plus and many others that have sprung up in the past couple of years are still important players, there is still plenty of room for smaller platforms and services to take their piece of the pie.
I could not agree more with that. Yeah. Would you say that what makes or breaks a successful video platform is the subscriber user experience? And here, I think that for all operators, global and local, it is important to consider their devices portfolio.
Oh, definitely. I mean, when we start talking about devices portfolio and OTT services, Uh, I mean, for instance, IPT services have traditionally been focused on STBs as a device for the premium TV experience, but in OTT, there are multiple user device touch points that require a unique approach.
That's right. Users expect a native and flawless experience on all devices they use, while on the other side, operators focus on recognizing which device is primary for the content consumption and to provide the best experience on the particular type on this particular type of device.
Again, with some research information from me, basically it shows that while mobile devices have seen an increase in content consumption, big screen devices like STVs and smart TVs still lead the way in terms of the duration of content consumption.
Yeah, and in the terms of market share, set-top boxes still have a significant impact, but there is a slight decline in favor of smart TVs, which are becoming increasingly popular. However, set-top boxes are expected to remain the most popular big screen device due to the excellent experience they provide.
So, I mean, okay, yes, I definitely agree, but what do you think the OTT operators should focus when it comes to the devices?
Mhm. Yeah, the thing is that they should definitely focus on the device where the user spend the most time watching. This is not always straightforward, as it depends on the multiple factors. For instance, it depends on the type of the service, on the content they offer. Uh, it depends on the target users, and sometimes it is necessary to understand the market tradition. Of course, there are specific markets and expectation by the users.
Of course, makes sense. And I think that operators should also keep an eye out on the growth trends and market shares of devices like Chromecast, Fire TV, Apple TV, and many others. Uh, but also, let's talk about the features. What would you point out as something that will keep users engaged with their service, at least for this year and for the time that it's in front of us?
This is a good point to rethink about the features that enable end user cross connection between devices. For instance, they can be marked under one umbrella, which I call companion modes. The idea is that user can use different device types, cross connect between them, and of course after that extend the watching experience.
Oh, yes, uh, definitely. Yeah, again, the trends show that cross connection features and companion mode is becoming more and more popular as it allows users to easily move between different devices and continue watching their favorite content. And in the era of mobility and personalization of watching experience, this is extremely important.
That's right. That's right. The companion feature is a basic, as mentioned, list of features that combine different aspects of using multiple devices at the same time, but with different options. It is becoming an essential aspect of the OTT video streaming ecosystem.
I would say the point is that today's recipe for success is the operator's highest point of flexibility on all possible levels.
Yeah, service and user interface flexibility is a crucial aspect when planning OTT or IPTV services. Operators need to have a flexible application with regards to the user interface. Of course, some configuration options, and on the other side, user experience flows, which enable them to provide better premium UX. They also need to make sure that their solution is flexible enough to allow for the necessary integration with the third-party system when needed, of course.
Definitely. And also, let's not forget about the business flexibility as well, as it allows operators to build flexible business models and offerings for the subscribers. Although it's important to take into consideration user interactions and habits when building an application, it can be challenging to anticipate market behavior or future business trends.
Yeah.
That's why operators should be looking for reliable partners that can provide solutions with flexible business models and transparency.
But let me also touch another important point when talking about the business perspective. In 2022, there were many announcements about the big players rolling out their advertising plans. I personally think it is a great thing, and it will help create and expand so-called tier 2 and lower markets, which is pretty much everyone outside the US, and will enable advertisers to reach targeted subscriber. Uh, it will be both beneficial for the operators through more profitable service and the users with more affordable access to more services.
Exactly, excellent point, Domagoj. I mean, that's right. Advertising is becoming an important revenue source for OTT services, with companies like Hulu relying heavily on it. But also, we have bigger players like Netflix, who has started using advertising in their ad-supported subscription packages, and many more are planning to roll out their advertising tier offerings. Uh, there are several types of advertising used in the OTT industry, including AVOD, FAST, and the use of advertising platforms like Google Ads or Facebook Ads. Mobile and interactive advertising is also becoming more popular as OTT content consumption increases on mobile devices.
The key benefit of the advertising for the OTT provider is that it can help offset the cost of producing and acquiring content. By using targeted ads, OTT provider can generate revenue from users who may not be able to pay for a subscription, of course, and that will allow them to offer a wider range of content to a larger audience.
Oh, definitely. And in addition, advertisers can help OTT providers better understand their users and their viewing habits, which can be valuable in improving their content offerings and engaging and retaining users. I mean, overall, advertising is an important part of the OTT industry and will likely continue to play a key role in the future.
Definitely. Also, another trend in the OTT landscape is the integration of social connectivity. What do you think about that?
Well, OTT providers are now offering options for users to watch content together, such as the ability to chat and leave video comments while streaming and watch parties with friends.
Yeah. These social connectivity features are fostering a sense of community among OTT users and are driving growth in the post-pandemic era. Uh, the integration of the social video into the OTT service is also creating a more connected and engaged viewing experience for users. This OTT and social connection will definitely be a source of some innovation features in the times ahead. There is one more aspect we need to mention as well. As the OTT landscape continues to grow and evolve, I think that the security is becoming an increasingly important issue. OTT providers have to ensure the security and integrity of their content and prevent any of the breaches of the copyright infringements. Can you agree with me?
I agree completely with you, Domagoj. This is where DRM technology comes in. It helps to protect content from unauthorized access and distribution. OTT providers have to address payment security for their users and build trust and confidence. I mean, OTT providers have legal obligations towards content providers to ensure the security of content. Bottom line, so
Yeah.
they have to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I would add that with the increasing competition in the OTT landscape, those providers who prioritize security and the user experience will have a competitive advantage in the long run.
I agree. I agree. Finally, let's talk about the recent explosion of AI all around us, and I mean
Yeah.
literally around us.
Yeah.
Do you expect an increase of use of AI and machine learning to power advanced features and personalization of the user experience in OTT?
Yeah. I see it this way. There are more and more features powered by artificial intelligence to enhance the user experience. Usually, These features include AI-driven content recommendation on one side, based on the content consumption or maybe user profiling and comparison. It is also noticeable that the most effective recommendations are the recommendations that are created because of the statistical analysis of the consumed content, specifically within some region or demographics. In addition, we see more and more AI technology that focuses on processing video content, even in real time, which is important for the, let's say, live channels, which is then used to solve the most common challenges, such as selecting the best images for video previews, or finding the best scenes within the content, creating custom trailers, or map the content based on the music, tone, or mood of the characters. In addition, this data can be used for character mapping and actor detection, which can be used for more advanced filtering or content discovery, which is a very big team now.
Oh, I agree. I mean, it sounds really, really interesting and exciting. And with the growing interest in AR or augmented reality and also virtual reality, we may also see the integration of these technologies into OTT platforms, which will be allowing users to experience content in completely new and immersive ways. And finally, we may see the incorporation of gamification elements into OTT platforms as well. And that would allow users to earn rewards and compete with friends
Definitely.
while watching content, or make the OTT experience even more fun and engaging. There's a plethora of things that we can expect, and that this is what makes this industry really
It's just
exciting.
starting, yeah.
Yes. I mean, all in all, this year is definitely going to be exciting in the OTT world.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be part of the OTT industry, and we can't wait to see what new developments and innovation the future holds.
Definitely, I agree. And that's it for today's streaming chunks. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope this was informative and helpful. Please join us next time for more interesting discussions and insights into the exciting world of OTT, but also IPTV and DVB.
Until next time, bye.
Bye. See ya.